welcome guys. So this is the continuous series of login system development with front end and back end, and we have completed our front end development, and now this lecture will cover the database and all the PHP development and with codeigniter framework. So let's start our business. Let me start my Xampp server first and Dreamweaver. When you start up, let's start Apache and Mysql. So as some optimization has been remaining in the last lecture, our farm padding issue is I think with border, and first we will cover it. Minimize and Dreamweaver. Open our project. It is login obviously, and click on your favorite browser. So we will cover database and database creation and table structure and all the fields that we required to connect our front end, and definitely it will cover in maybe two lectures, maybe 3 lectures. I will cover it everything step by step, so I hope so you will learn a lot from these videos lectures. Type localhost to access your login directory, which is login. Yes, login. So this is our layout. Yes, so we have the issue with a border and this field. So I inspect the elements and see how to. The best way is to resolve any issue of your layout. You must open it in your inspect elements. When you open it, you find the issue and you can easily resolve the okay, I click on this farm and click inspect its elements again, and it will open the farm field exactly where I want to fix the issue. So this is input field, so I click on farm again, inspect element, and it will drag me on login. So I click on farm. Here is the farm. So we can see the blue area pointing to the selected field. So I have to focus this blue area and fix the padding issue. So if I give some padding in farm, padding how many 15 pixel, I think, yes. So we have fixed the issue related to our fields and border area. So now I have tested in inspect element. Now we fix in our CSS field, click it, CSS, go to your main and farm. I have given the margin, so let's give me padding 15 pixel, margin 50 pixel. Okay, refresh your page. let me close my inspect element, and again I have to refresh the page, and again a new browser to testify it, because what will I enter in inspect element may be stored in cache, so the this form may be pop up from cache. To confirm, I am again opening it in a new tab, host login. So it's clear, the issue has been fixed. Let's move forward. So maybe let's first we have to create our now database. So to create database, you have to access your Xampp PHP myadmin localhost / PHP myadmin. Thing is localhost PHP myadmin. So PHP myadmin has been opened now. There are a bunch of databases which I created and used for the other projects. Now we should create a new database. We name it a login system, and with 4 fields: ID and username, password, and the other field is active field, which will be used in the advanced project to check it user status. So it's not functional for that login system. I will create it somehow. So create your database, name it login system, create database created, select your database login system, and create a table. Table will be user, because it is a user login system. Number of columns will be required, 4 column in table. Category, user ID, username, user password, and the 4th one, the active field. I will tell you why I am creating the active field in later. So click go, loading. So the table has been created, database created, and we have to name the 4 columns to access database data from farm here. First one, username, type int, value depend how many characters you want to. I think we should it will be best for mostly 10 characters you can use it, and 10, if you count 10 characters, it take millions of people, so it's not a big deal. So default none, collision none, definitely auto increment. Every ID will be incremented automatically, and it's set to primary keys. Yes, primary key auto increment. Okay, primary key auto increment, and the next I think I did it wrong. First one will be id id integer and 10 digit. Second one is username and it will be a varchar. Why we select varchar variable character? It takes a string and digits, any alphabetics and numerics values. That's why we select a varchar. So its length, character length will be depends on you, the professional thing, and it depends on projects. But 30 character or 50 character, we set it 50 character and nothing more. Username, user password, again varchar and 50 character. And the next one is active and take 0 or 1. So we set it is type tiny int minimum value 4 character, value is length 4 character. I think it's good. Now we have created our table with 4 fields: id, username, password and active. And the id field type integer, long integer is 10 digits, take its length 10 digits. Username type varchar means variables and numbers and strings and anything alphabetic number you can give it. Your password varchar, again 50 character and active, and click on save. So our database part has been database created, table created, and the database part completed, and nothing more to do it. And just go back to your login system and front layout and go to Dreamweaver again, and nothing will be do with the login CSS. So here we are. We have to set our first controller and all the fields that we required, and methods and fields and libraries and methods, something like that, which we required in to proceed our work. So and view to do I have to do let me do one thing more: change my controller to another directory to simplify it, because all the it is login panel is just because for admin panel. To access admin panel, we have to create a simple practice, and the best practice is you use a directory for specific admin panel. So I right click on a controller and new it's file, delete, yes, okay, delete it. What's wrong? Delete it. Controller, new folder, admin, and same with the view, new folder, admin, and shift your controller, login controller, into admin directory. Are you sure you want to remove? Select it, yes, moved, and now it is under admin directory. And do the same with the view, login view, move it to directory, yes, moved, it's moved. Now click on your controller. Now control clicked, and let's open our view. So this is our view, This is our controller. So if you I want to show you an error, because definitely there will be error. We have changed our directory. Let's go here and click refresh your page. Something I want to show you will appear. Yes, page not found, because we have changed our directory and changed the path of the view and the file between and file inside the view. So let's fix the issue. Just come here and give directory name /login. So then refresh it. Why it is not working? Under view, save it all, save all. Still not accessing. Yes, because we have changed our directory and the default path of the login directory and index page has been changed. So if you give a directory name after your main directory, localhost main directory and other directory admin, and you call it, you will find it. But there is something wrong, object not found. I think there is something issue with index file. So let me fix it. So we are not even accessing our view. So we change the directory path. So we shifted our controller into the new created directory admin, and also the view page shifted to directory under view. So it's not accessing. So there is a technical point I must discuss with you why it is not accessing. Because if we see the structure of the codeigniter, by default there is an index file. So here is an index file, and we have to route the index page from to another directory. So that's why it is not accessing here. So if we remove the index page, if we remove that index.php path in our config file, when I was configuring the config file, I have removed the index page from that directory. So there is a tricky thing is that we have to add an htaccess file to access the controller under any directory of application folder. Just like that, to access this controller under a admin directory under a controller, we have to include htaccess. What is htaccess file? I am not talking about at that moment. This htaccess we will maybe discuss in later on, but now I am fixing the issue how to connect your controller under a new directory. So just go to Google and see the htaccess file. So I think you can find the information, right information. So here we are not accessing our view page. So what should we do? Just keep that complete path of index.php and newly created directory admin and the controller login. you give that, enter it, and you find your page. So there is a lot of and tutorials and information on Google how to remove that index path and how to add your htaccess file to remove your index page from codeigniter. And then so in a complete project or in a big project, so we will do it. Many people have done that. So it will be when you add your htaccess file in a codeigniter application, so that becomes complete path, your localhost, your main directory, root directory, login under root directory, another directory admin, and that directory it is like a controller. So now when I edit it, object not found because index file is missing. I have not deleted index file. When I add index.php, it finds it. That's it. So okay, we have added directory structure and we have made our databases and everything. And now the next thing will be definitely we will work in our controller and access the field from form, username and password, and access these fields and perform the functions of modulation of database. So for that reason, it's taking too much time. Now I'm closing my this lecture right now, and in next lecture we will discuss how to create your model and the database model obviously, and how to access that model, and under that model we will create a new some method to access data from database, and definitely the other method will be discussed in this video. So thank you so much, and please do subscribe my channel, and do write in comments and do likes, and if you want anything to say me, please write on comment.